Greetings, world, us Goonies. Us hairy game lords this evening. I've been playing this, The Goonies, Never Say Die, from Funko Games. What did we think? Find out. Hey, you guys! Bearded lady here. Look at that beautiful front cover. Amazing. So good. The artwork on that alone, I would be a happy man if it was just that. I mean, look at it. It's got some kind of like a bit of spot UV on there. It's a skull, but also it's the scene with the Goonies. There they are. And then the three things. The lighthouse, the rock, and then the lighthouse. What was it called?
Cafe, yeah.
Cafe, restaurant, lounge. Never been that, has it, really? Awesome game. Absolutely loved it. I picked this little bit beauty up in the Americas because I'm not sure it's available yet in this fine country of ours. The components throughout the game are great. I think we all said that the one thing that we would upgrade would be the wishes, and we'd make them into proper metal coins, and probably make these as well, which the Goon Doc Master has. Probably put those into kind of like metal skull coins as well. But apart from that, this is a fine game. You play it as the Goonies versus one person who is the Goon Doc Master, and James very nicely took that on tonight. This is the board that James, or the GM, would sit behind. That is a nice thick board there with all the information that you need to play and direct the game well. Ooh, there's some crazy monsters in here that we have yet to see.
Stop looking, close your eyes.
All we saw were rats, bats, and then in the second scenario we played, the Fratellis, and they were, well, annoying more than scary or anything like that, just annoying. You track your way round the board, and just nice, real nice. The player boards, again, really nice quality. There's Mouth. I, of course, was Chunk. Here he is. Cut to Shuffle Truffle. This game, absolutely loved. I think in the box it comes with 9 different scenarios to work through, so there's loads of replayability in this game. I think you can get it from the Funko Games website, and I think it's about £30. So check it out, get involved. Even if you are not a die-hard Goonies fan, which I am, it's still a really good game and well worth checking out and having a go. Yeah.
Slightly bearded James here. Oh my goodness, this is such a fun game. That's right. I played a slightly different role from everybody else. They were the Goonies. And what Goonies they were. I was the Goon Doc Master, and the Goon Doc Master has something everybody else does not have. The Adventure Guide. Now, I took the time to learn this game, so they didn't have to, and then I taught them, so they did have to. And most of this game is done by dice rolls, and it's so easy to pick up. Now, we saw Mouth earlier. Mouth's got some stats. Look at that. He's got strength, the blue dice. He's got some dexterity with the green dice. He's got some search power with the red dice. Essentially, when you are given a task to do, and they're really easy to pick up on what you're going to do. So if you're punching something, it's strength. In this case, Mouth would be using the blue dice. Blue dice has got successes on them. Got misses on them, and it's got some less successes. It's also got these, which are the Goon Doc Master's friend, and they give me some powers. Now, if Pete was really wanting to be hitting that thing, then he could pay his wishes. And by paying wishes, he could upgrade his dice. Now, this is a bigger dice in terms of numbers of successes. So, if Pete really wanted to get that hit on the bats, because I don't know, just wanted to beat them bats to a pulp, then he would upgrade his dice. Now, Dave could also add one of his dice. So Dave could spend a token to throw one of his dice into Pete's thing as well, because it's all about teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, the Goonies. And all the meantime, I, as the Goondog Master, am chuckling evilly to myself because they are spending their wish tokens. Those wish tokens keep them safe from danger. They help them to do great things. But at the end of the day, I just want doom to come upon them all. Now, Goonies never say die, but I can dash their hopes. This is such a fun game to play as the GM, and it's really easy to go. So we saw before that there's all of these rules hidden in here, and the book, well, I'm not going to show what's inside, but there's essentially a map of what I lay out and the story that I tell as they go around. If there's anything secret, it tells me to keep it a secret until they do it. And it tells me exactly how to play the game around them. And I just have a lot of fun trying to mutilate them. And came so close. So close.
Failed twice.
Oh.
Twice.
All right. Now, here's a mark to its success that this game was played twice, one after another. We just powered through because we really enjoyed this. If you like, I don't know, it's kind of light, but like medium light, I'd say. If you like a game where there's adventure, there's teamwork, there's camaraderie, there's banter, there's bats, then this is the game for you. It is a load of fun, and yeah, I'm going to get them next time, and I will. I'm going to get you guys next time.
Yeah. What else?
I will.
Hipster King with my thoughts on the Goonies. It was just so nice. Obviously, it's one versus many type game, so there's that co-op feel where you feel like you're always one step away from victory, but you're also exactly the same distance away from absolute defeat. You're constantly balancing what you're going to do, what are your actions. Particularly, we saw a huge step up in sort of difficulty from the first adventure to the second. Second adventure, there were far more baddies coming after us. And so planning your turns, working out the order of your turns based on where your strengths are was really key. But with any dice rolling game, there is still that element of luck. And to be honest, it swung both ways. There were times when, right at the beginning of the game, I'm meant to be strong with and pretty good with dexterity. I couldn't roll a hit for toffee, and then then it would swing. We had James missed his kind of big roll to take. Basically, he has to try and get this. We've got the Sands of Time. That if he gets all the four of the time, the sand through the timer, he wins. And he has various cards that allow him to take a roll against that. He missed twice in the second game, which would have had him winning. And we had a massive horde of enemies chasing us down into the final room. It was just brilliant. And I'm gonna call it. I took the last roll and I actually rolled well. I couldn't believe it.
First of the night.
First good roll of the night, and so it's got that kind of jeopardy that a good dice roller should have. It's got that an element of the dungeon crawl as you're kind of going through, opening up a new room, searching for treasure, and that treasure gives you extra kind of actions or extra stuff that you can do. Just brilliant. Themed beautifully throughout. I was mouth. I'd got these sort of sarcastic jokes and quips that could take stuff away from the GM or stun enemies. But obviously, once you've used them, you've got to then rest to get them back. So there's that balance of when do I use it early or do I hold on to them for later? Oh, just so many really nice little choices. Really great little adventure game. Absolute top drawer fun.
Hi, Data the Grey.
Hey!
Data's tired of skeletons. Well, we didn't see any skeletons. We saw lots of bats, lots of rats, and some fratellis. I'm sure there are skeletons to come later. I certainly hope so. First game, to be honest, was fairly balanced, but we did lots of exploring, and I got tons of treasure. So much I had to end up giving them away to other people.
Sharing.
Sharing is
Something-
caring. No, that's a completely different series, isn't it?
Something that's not used to. You're not used to.
I'm
isn't
not
it?
used to co-op games. Kind of.
No
yeah.
stabbing in the back or the front at all in this game.
But yeah, we ended up with loads of stuff, and it wasn't easy, but it was fairly straightforward. Second game really ramped it up, and basically we spent from pretty much the second or third room, there was stuff on our tail all the way through, and it was a constant, right, how are we going to get out of this? Right, we're going to hit them and leg it, we're going to stun them and leg it, we're just going to leg it. There was a lot of running away is what I'm trying to say here.
Run away!
Run away! And we did manage to get into the last room, pursued by, I think, 3 lots of rats, 2 bats, and the fratellis were in our, like, right up against us. There's boulders falling and blocking passages in front of you, so all of a sudden you can't attack the stuff that's trying to eat your face. You have to spend time clearing the boulders and then running away some more. It was quite tense towards the end. And Pete, actually, yeah, after fluffing rolls left, right and centre early doors, he did, with some help from us,
It's true, there was help.
make the important roll. So, to help you along your way, you have your wishes that you can share with the people. So we did quite a lot of powering Pete up for that last roll, trust me. There's the teenagers that can help you out in some cases, give you extra dice. We used those as well. And when you're searching for treasure, you get some cool cards. So, the silver spyglass, whenever you explore a new room, gain 2 wish tokens. Anne's got that later on. Could he be the one to explore a new room to get 2 wish tokens? No, he could
Roll
not.
straight.
Right, and go through there. Boulders. And do that. Yeah. Completely wasted is what I'm saying. I should have had it all along. My wish. 2 extra wish cards. Very handy. Navigator's compass. Move a Goonie to any explored room. Always handy for, like, dancing around. And because I was data, I also got a bunch of inventions, which are the buckle gripper, move 2 times and stun anything in your room. Stunning is really cool because they can't attack you next turn.
It's stunning.
It's stunning! Cheers, Ange. The belly buster, do a 3 green dice, which is the D12, so that's your best dice. 3 of those, and each hit does double damage. Oh, that's a beautiful one. Bully blinders, stun all foes in your room, and then you can leg it. But these are an action, and they're 1 use only, so you have to be. It's one of those, do you use them, or do you save them, and then wish you used them like 3 turns ago. So it's one of those, be cautious what you do, but don't try and hoard them, and then all of a sudden you're all dead and you wish you'd used it.
Goonies never say die.
Goonies never say die. James is none for 2, and the Goonies 2 for 2.
Come on.
Goonies.
Goonies, Goonies, Goonies,
Right,
Goonies.
don't go to this.